And good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back. It's Craig Dobson coming to you live here from Poker House of Dallas. It is our final flight of our Summer Jam Anniversary Tournament. I don't know if, unless you were here, to know that not only did we hit our guarantee, we actually doubled it. We have a whopping $200,000 in the prize pool that is going to be awarded out to the players that end up bagging, that have bagged, and that ended up bagging the previous 2 days of the flight. Also, just thank you for those that are streaming with us either through any of the different options, whether it be Facebook, Twitch, or YouTube. We've added a new little feature in regards to our stream as we are continually trying to make it this. If you could, we'd appreciate it because we are looking for subscribers. Like, comment, subscribe, preferably subscribe through any of the channels, whether it be Twitch or YouTube. We would like to be able to see your responses, have you involved as much as you possibly can. All the things that we are doing in regards on making this stream. Hey, Chris Latau, man, forgive me if I pronounce your name incorrectly, but Chris Latau, thank you so much. We greatly appreciate it. My partner in crime, Fast Eddie, will be on with us shortly. We're just basically kind of be able to get our bearings back in place, getting ready for this final flight of the first anniversary Summer Jam tournament. It was a whopping success. I believe the numbers collectively are we had close to. Oh, and share, yes. Like, subscribe, like, subscribe, share. We did get a share. Thank you, Chris. Like, subscribe, share through any of the platforms here. We greatly appreciate it. Collectively, between the satellites, our Eddie flips, and 6 collective flights, we had just a shy over under 550 players in this tournament. Thank you so much. This is a privilege and an honor that I'm able to be a part of this team, and everybody has worked so hard, and we wanted to try to create you the best circumstances that we can in regards of being able to bring you up to date, hand by hand action. Mike Pages, how did you? This is interconversation in the stream. So I wanted to, but again, thank you so much. We greatly appreciate everything that all the nice comments, all the posts, all the shares. With I know we've had a number of acclimates and nice things and say that and people standing up for us in the chat. Thank you so much. What really here's my thing is it's about we're all about trying to create an atmosphere here that it will be that something that we can that our location will be able to carry on many tournaments down. Obviously, between the building, the cash games, the atmosphere, our staff, we try to make it a place that everybody can everybody and anybody, doesn't matter of race, creed, color, or class, that can come in, enjoy themselves, have a good time, meet up with friends, play exciting cash games and tournaments. We take advantage of the fact of making sure with regards on food with our kitchen. And of course, I know a lot of you are tired of me peddling the ice cream, ice cream, ice cream. But if I'm honest, it is good. Sometimes when you come out, whether it be in the morning, afternoon, evening, or late night, and it's still like 90, 95, 100 degrees, and you have some of that ice cream, I promise you it's refreshing. I wouldn't say it without trying it myself. We're just waiting for our players to basically be set up into our final feature table here in the flight. And if you have any questions, comments, concerns, anything you'd like to ask between me and Eddie, um, by all means, we are here for you. We are here to try to provide you the some lovely Saturday night entertainment to some lovely Saturday night entertainment to go with your other options that you have. So even if you, I know you may be watching a movie, you may be watching preseason football, you may be watching other things. But hey, if you have the ability, squeeze one on one side, put us on the other side. We're here for you. So if anything else, thank you so much. We're just waiting for the remaining players to be sat at the table. So just hang tight. We're just gonna have here for just a few moments, and we will have action again going in the final flight of our Summer Jam Anniversary Tournament here at Poker House Dallas.
set cards?
Yes, please.
Right in here?
Yep. And there's no headphones or cellular devices at the table. If you need to use your phone, you can step away from the table and check your messages, and then come back. But I don't want you going over here watching the screen. Okay? It's just not fair. Make sense? I had to yell at the guy yesterday for that. He got mad. Oh, dude, you can't sit here and watch what happened 10 minutes ago. He goes, but you're playing on the TV. I go, you can watch the TV. If you can see that, go ahead and watch the TV. Feed already on? It is on. Let's go, Dustin.
I don't know, but he quit.
He didn't want to be on TV. I'm good. I need a deal. Oh, there. Now I'm good.
All right, gentlemen players, thank you very much. We have a total of 569 players into this player pool for this tournament.
469.
The last call for TNW, the 1-2 seed division.
That's 100, like 165,000.
All right, gentlemen players, winners.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We are back in the booth for the last flight here of the Summer Jam Guarantee, 100,000 guarantee here at Poker House Dallas. We will be getting underway shortly here on the feature table. Apologies for those that were looking to tune in last flight. We were having some technical difficulties regarding some of the cards on the RFID, so we had to make sure we had enough decks in place for the stream. So we are resuming live stream play here this evening. For those of you just tuning in, thank you very much. Like and subscribe on our Facebook page, Twitch, and our newly promoted and launched YouTube page here at Poker House Dallas. I'm in the booth here with Cret Dobson, getting a little bite to eat before he gets back on and connects with us here. Action underway.
Here we go, folks.
Victor Johnson under the gun. And you'll see a few familiar faces here, Law in the 9 seat. James Lee in the hijack.
He's got the suited connector 9-8 of diamonds.
Elects to open the 3,600.
He makes the 3,500 to go.
Johnny, I don't know. That's a question you have to take it with Chris Mays himself. Sung Kim from Houston coming up from Dallas. From Houston coming up to Dallas to play this tournament.
Oh, wow.
I've seen him in the Houston poker scene. I'm originally from Houston. That's why I recognize his name and his face. Flats with ace-jack offsuit on the button. Small blind. Calls. We're going 3 ways to the flop. Tex Haynes with 7-6 clubs. Flops 2 clubs. Jack clubs. 8 of hearts. 3 of clubs.
James sitting there with middle pair. Sung's got top pair, top picker.
Everybody with a little bit of this flop. Tex Haynes with a flush draw. James Lee with middle pair, and Sun Kim with top pair with top kicker.
No, not you. Just 65 from the.
Again, we have one of our favorite dealers here, Poker House, Terrell, in the box on the feature table.
Variables Iron Man in his own right.
James Lee betting 6.5K. Both call. Sun Kim on the big from the button, Tex Haynes from the small blind. Turn comes 10 of spades.
Now that gives Tex both a flush draw and a straight draw. James is now open-ended, and Sung still has sitting with top pair, top kicker.
Could be definitely an action turn here. Tex Haynes with a combo draw, Alexa check. James Lee checks. Sun Kim bets 17.5K, so about 33K, about half pot, slightly under half pot. Tex Haynes calls from the small blind with a combination draw. And James Lee also calling with a straight
We've
draw
got
and a
action
pair.
right off the bat, folks. Oh,
And
snap.
the board pairs. Now Tex did turn or rip. Looks like he's carving out chips. James Lee folds. Sun Kim folds, knowing so many draws get there on the river. Boat outs, straight outs. Somehow we. Again, we are here with.
1, 2.
Refresh that. The screen over there. Oh, sounds like we went. Hello?
Hello?
Doesn't sound like we're live.
Oh, we're live. I just don't think. I think the table's.
Hello. Can you guys hear us in the stream? I feel like I'm like talking to myself.
Hello? Oh, yeah, we're live. So I think the table. I think that some of the table mics might have. I think some of the table mics might have.
It's all right.
Hold on just a second, folks. Obviously, we're just.
If you can hear us, okay, so they can't hear us. It is muffled. Okay.
I think it's more or less it's the table mic that's gone out. So
Yeah, sorry about that. Getting working on some technical difficulties. Can hear the announcers only. Okay, we will get on that. Again, sorry. That was some of the reason why we weren't able to stream the back half of last flight. So I think we were under the impression that all those technical difficulties were taken care of. I'm going to step out of the booth here, let Eric Anderson know that we're having some issues here. I think Craig can handle it from here.
yes, folks. Obviously, I'm gonna be able to. I know there's no background noise. I'm gonna try to give you the action anyway. So we've got Victor here on the button with Ace 8. James is gonna make the call with Ace 3, and Tran's gonna check with Queen 6. And Law in the small blind, obviously she calls with some mystery cards. Here we go. We got 4 to the flop. The flop's gonna be Ace 7 4 hearts. What a flop for James. He's flopped top pair with the nut flush draw, and it gets checked around to James. I don't blame him in regards to that. He's going to bet 4K. Victor's got an ace with a better kicker, but I know those 2 hearts have to scare him. He's just going to make the call. La, we don't have cards off her hand.
Our technical advisor will be stepping back in the booth here to address. We're having a couple actual technical difficulties here with just the table mics and the clock, at least on our end. So again, be patient with us. Obviously, just the first few days of our live stream here, still iron out the kinks. Hopefully, over the next couple of weeks, we will not have issues like this going forward. But with technology, you guys understand how it goes.
All right, we go to the turn, 9 of clubs. Now, Law bets out 5,000. James still has the nut flush draw. He's gonna put in a raise here. He's gonna make it 21,000 to go. So it'll be go back to Law.
Law with the mystery cards out of the small blind.
It's 16,000 to call. Oh, wow. And the 5 of hearts hits the board. James makes the ace high flush. Action's going to be on Law. Law with the mystery cards, we don't know. Oh, wow, that's it. She's made a wheel. She had a flush. Oh, wow, she's made a wheel on the river and leads out for 29,000. Oh, this is going to be bad. This is going to be really bad. Because now James sitting there with the nut flush, I think, considering what's in the pot, yeah, he's going to go all in. This is a big decision for Law. She has to think that the only reason why someone's going to come back over the top is if they actually do have the flush. She did make the wheel on the river. The turn gave her a flush draw as well, and the 5 gave her a wheel, but it was a 5 of hearts, which does complete the front door flush in hearts. Can she get away from this? What's it?
Power your computer back on. Do it here. Plug it in.
It's going to be all in to call. Wow, it's a tough decision for La. Like, she's made the wheel. She had flush outs when the 9 of clubs went to hit the turn. And wow, she makes the laydown. She lays down a wheel. James is going to pick up a big pot.
Okay, so this is Eric Anderson, technical. Right now, I'm going to restart the stream so that we can get the audio back on the table mic. It was working on break, and I'm not sure what happened. So, easiest thing, turned off, turn it back on. We're still streaming. You can still hear us. We're going to lose a couple of hands. Yep, go again. It should be back now. And I'm going to pop this up here. That
There we
worked.
go.
All right, so we should be able to hear it now. I'm going to hit stream, and in just about 10 minutes, it'll pop back up. Here you go.
Thank you, folks. Obviously, it's going to be just a few moments. We're able to get everything back going. Please stay tuned. We will be obviously once we're able to get everything straight. Thank you very much for your patience. Thank you very much for your support as we continue on the final flight of our Summer Jam tournament. We're back.
Again, thank you, viewers, for being patient with us as we encounter some technical difficulties. We had to reboot the system. Took us about 10 minutes. We should be good to go, hopefully. Again, let us know if, on your end as a viewer, if you're experiencing issues from a live stream perspective. Going to pick up action, Chris Leto, under the gun with a 7 of hearts, 109,000 in his stack.
9-seat folds. Button is on the 5-seat.
All right, button on 5.
Currently level 9 with the small blind 800. Big blind 1600 with a big blind ante of 1600. Folds around.
From the 5.
Jared in the cutoff seat with ace 4.
6 folds.
Sung's got a connector with 10-9.
SFX.
And the flop reads. Oh, and the flop reads 2, 4, king. Chris with the nut flush draw. Sung's gonna lead out. Chris just makes the smooth call, going to a turn. It's a 3. Now he picks up a wheel draw.
Lots of outs for Chris here with the nut flush draw and the wheel draw. Sung, knowing he doesn't have much, goes check on the turn.
Oh, and the 3 of hearts on the river is going to give Chris the nut, the ace high flush.
Gonna look to probably bet for value here. Gonna bet small, maybe 3-4K.
No, it looks like he's trying to make it. Looks like it's a pot bet.
Okay.
Yep.
That's hot.
That's a pot bet, and Sung's going to fold it.
I'm not sure how I feel about that bet. Knowing that you have the nut flush, again, the board pairs on the river. Based off the action, I'm not putting anybody on a full house. Probably could bet smaller there on the river, maybe 3-4K. Anywhere from 1/4 to 1/3 pot to potentially get a call from Sung. Obviously, Sung not going to call, only having 10 high, but could have tried to bet for value there.
Tried to get me, didn't you?
And Terrence, I had let the action tracker operator know about your suggestion about not having the clock on there. Unfortunately, that's something we can't take care of right now. If we were to actually eliminate that, us as the commentators in the booth wouldn't be able to know what level we're on without having to open the door. So bear with us, that specific issue. Again, thank you for your suggestion. I did make that suggestion to Mr. Eric Anderson, and he let me know that.
Yeah, so we do try to accommodate to our viewership. Again, we thank you in regards in this. And hopefully, maybe as software updates occur, there's a way we can better improve on that going forward. So.
Thank you for all the viewers joining us this evening, 10 o'clock here at Dallas. Let's see if we can take it late into the night again like I did last night, the past 2 nights. A couple nights ago, 2:30 a.m. last night, just after 3 a.m. Hoping we don't last that long tonight for my mental sake.
I know, right? Yeah, we have logged a lot of hours in this booth.
But I will say it's been worth it. Very successful tournament so far. For those of you joining in not knowing the details of the tournament, it is our 1-year anniversary here at Poker House. The Summer Jam 100K guarantee.
Hold up, Eddie. Let me stop you there.
Uh-oh.
Because of the number of people we had, not only did we hit the guarantee, thank you for your steak dinner again. I want dessert because we doubled it.
I don't recall being dessert. I don't recall dessert being part of the dinner. It was just dinner. I guess I'll throw an appetizer and a dessert there.
Hey, there we go. So.
For fun, after Flight A, I had made a bet with Mr. Craig Dobson here in the booth that the guarantee would hit somewhere around 155,000, giving him over under of 7,500, and I lost. But you know what? It was a loss well worth it, as we doubled the guarantee of nearly $205,000.
Yes, folks, we smashed that guarantee. We doubled the guarantee, and this for us was a very successful Summer Jam tournament. Thank you all that had a chance to participate, whether it be the satellites, the flips, playing any one of the flights. We thank everybody that's come in, and obviously we get a chance to be able to come back. We're going to have a lot of things in the work going forward as we are on this pod right here. Chris has top pair, and Victor with the ace high. Chris is going to lead out on the button. Victor's going to lay that down, and Chris picks up another pot. I think we got some Chris Leto fans in the house. I believe Justin, probably be related, considering he has the same last name. He says, "Good luck, Chris Leto. I need to borrow some money."
Hiya.
Don't we all? Uh-oh. Is that I need to borrow alert?
Don't do it, Chris. Don't do it.
It might fit.
It's probably a little tight anyway. Let me listen to that for
I mean, it's a little tight on this side.
Here are our chip counts right now. We got Tex that's leading the pack. Everyone's pretty evenly matched. We have
Go ahead and muck those from. 2C food.
We have 61 players left in this tournament. Oh, excuse me, the 61 players left in this flight. Up.
Ryan Ballard again. A feature
Ryan
staple.
Ballard again back on the feature table. And we've got a raise and a call and Lau with Queen Jack
Doesn't like the spot knowing that there's a raise from early
and
position.
Tran with pocket sixes.
Don't need to do
big
anything.
blind.
Don't need to do anything crazy here. Just calling.
Oh wow, we got ace
Defending
queen
the big
versus ace queen versus pocket sixes, all going to a flop.
Six is in a really great position because queens. There's not too many queens left in the deck.
Or aces.
With Law folding queen jack, and I believe there was an ace that was folded earlier.
And the flop reads 7 deuce jack, no help to any player.
Trang with the best hand with pocket sixes.
But Ryan's going to lead out, betting 16,000, and he's going to win the pot.
Here we are on level 9 with just over a minute left in this blind level, with the small blind was 800, 1,600 for the big blind, and 1,600 with the big blind ante. Next level going to level 10, the small blind will be 1,000, big blind 2,000, and 2,000 big blind ante.
Because of the number of people that we got in this flight, folks, that means 13 players will be advanced to tomorrow's Championship Sunday with being able to cash in this $200,000 tournament. First place, well, we'll get. I believe if myself and also the management staff had a chance to look at the numbers, it looks like as opposed to a first place of $25,000, Eddie, they say right now that our first place will exceed over $40,000.
Wow. Someone's going to walk out of here pretty nice.
Someone's going to walk out of here with $40,000 and a trophy so smooth that it would be able to fly through Antarctica with no problem.
There we go. Greg with the analogies and the trophy. Oh, we have some action here on this hand.
Victor is all in with ace queen. It's going to get folded around. Tex Haynes with king queen of diamonds.
Such a short stack, such a short shove from the cutoff with 17,000. Could see him peeling in here. Chris may or may not call here, knowing that there's an open, a rip, and a call from Tex here.
Tex makes the call. Now Chris here with ace nine, he's going to make the call. Victor here has a chance to triple up.
7 calls.
So we got Victor all in, 2 callers. There, if there are any more betting, there will be a side pot. Here's the flop.
She's on the 6 seat. Check her bet.
Oh, wow. The flop comes king, jack, 9, Texas flop top pair, Chris's flop bottom pair, and Tex leads out immediately with the top pair, betting 17,000.
Turn him up.
He folds, turns over the king, queen.
Another diamond with the hand that you
Victor Johnson Ollie will need to spike an ace.
Or a 10.
Hey,
There's the 10.
He gets there.
He beats the 10. That's
Victor
a
Johnson saves his tournament life.
That's a Broadway, folks. An ace high straight.
And the triple up.
And Victor's going to triple up like as if he was dancing down Broadway himself.
Picks up some much needed chips. Now in excess of 30 big blinds going into level 10 as the blinds increase. Oh, got one of my friends in the chat, Mr. Hayden Fortini, saying, "What's up, Eddie Bet?" How's it going, Mr. Hayden Fortini? Say hi to Miss Kim Stone and my niece.
Wow, Eddie. Once again, you got a lot of your fans that are chiming in. Where are all the people that know I'm on this chat too?
Ooh, Craig, we should have a side bet here, right? See how many of our fans can get into the live stream?
No, I'm currently losing 2 million to 0.
I don't know about that. You know a lot of people in the Dallas area and across the community. I think you get a number of viewers here.
Well, I'd like at least to have a few people, and like get a shout out from just a few people. I'd feel all right.
You got a shout out a couple days ago.
Oh, this is true. I do appreciate that. But that was a couple days ago.
Fair enough.
4 5 fold.
All right, folks. Here we are to the next hand. Exley is going to lay down King 6. Chris has 5 deuce. He's going to fold. Now, Law's sitting there with Ace Jack.
Just over 10 big blinds. Probably going to ship it here from the cutoff with Ace Jack off.
She's thinking about it.
She's not thinking she's going to do it. And she does ship it for
She's
11.
all in. 23,500.
Looking at that minimum, at least still the blind.
And as a fold, James folds, Ryan folds, and it looks like that Law's going to scoop the blinds and antes.
Yep. Getting closer to 15 big blinds. Still has a few hands before the big blind comes to her, so hopefully looking to get it in before the big blind comes to her, where it's going to be 2K for the big blind and 2K for the big blind ante. Yes, DJ, that means we have doubled the guarantee. The total price, well, I believe, is just under 205,000. So very successful tournament put on here by Poker House Dallas. Congratulations to the staff here, to management, to the dealers, all those in the cage, tournament directors, doing a very good job here.
And most importantly, us.
I didn't want to say anything, but
I said it for you.
I appreciate that. Here we go until 10:15. After the break, Victor Johnson, middle position, electing just to limp the big blind for 2K. Folding around to James Lee on the button with Ace 6 off. Also limping the big blind. Ryan Ballard with 6 off, incentivized to call.
And Jared with the queen deuce, he's going to wrap the table. We're going to go 4 ways to a flop.
Jared checking his big blind option, going 4 ways to the flop with 10,000 in the pot.
And the flop comes 9, 5, 5.
A whole lot of nothing for everybody.
Everyone is missed.
Of course, he is checking all the way around.
Yeah, the turn is a king.
Brings in some interesting cards, even though a lot of people don't, no one on the actual, none of the players in the actual and actually have a king or a heart.
Wow,
but
no.
it could bring some action in. Ryan electing to be aggressive, Dom leading out the
play
turn.
with 6 high.
Again, Craig, we talked about this. Aggression has worked very well on the feature table and in poker in general. Takes the betting lead here on the turn when the king of hearts comes up. Lots of hands get there with heart straights from the flop. We've seen Ryan over the past couple days. I believe this is his 3rd or 4th time on the feature table, mixing it up, getting a little spicy. Here, ladies and gentlemen, our chip count have 3 players over 50 big blinds and middling stacks and a few players under 20 big blinds.
Action's going to be on Tex Haynes. He's got Jack 10. He's going to lay it down. Chris has the big duke. He's got big slick.
Gonna open.
From the 7, AC folds.
Makes it 6,000.
Lost in there with Queen Jack.
I know she wants to ship it a tough spot for her being in the middle position to an early position open, knowing that the blinds are going to be coming back to her pretty soon. She could ship it. She could fold it. I wouldn't blame her if she shipped it, electing to fold with a lot of action behind.
That's a fold. And James with the Route 66, and Ryan with Ace Queen.
I could see him 3-betting here. He's been pretty active in the stream on the feature table,
Oh, there's the
and
three.
does
On
elect
the
a
button.
3-bet.
Fires out
making
for
it
18,000.
5C fold.
Now this is going to be interesting.
Let's see if Chris just cold calls.
I think he is, obviously, since
gonna cold
James
call.
is behind him.
Sorry, a 7.
And once he makes the call, James is. I think it's say James. The math is you can't. James can't fight the math. He's getting almost 6-1 to make this call.
I don't know if I'm James in the cutoff there after an open and then a 3-bet and then a cold call from the original aggressor. And the sixes are probably not going to be good there. In this scenario, they are. He is the favorite, holding 65% equity in this hand with this flop of 3 of diamonds, 2 of spades, jack of diamonds. Ryan Ballard on the button, knowing that he was the 3-better here. Continuing his aggression, betting 35K into 69,000. Putting Chris in a tough spot. Has overs to the boards, blocks the nut flush draw.
He's going to lay it down.
Looks like we have some Law fans in here. Jimmy Ross Kelly saying good luck, Law. Ashley Hine, missed you today, saying good luck, Law, Paige, and Sung. Thank you all for tuning in. Ryan Ballard taking down the pot. Continuing his aggression.
We got 54 players now. We got 54 players, folks. Remember, we're going to take 13 to tomorrow. This play will take 13 players to tomorrow in Championship Sunday. And after that, also, it'll be for the players here tonight and also for those that have already qualified. Once this stream is over, within 45 minutes of our stream being over, we will have, there will be a posting on Facebook's, on the Poker House Dallas Facebook page of chip counts and where you will start back on the tournament for tomorrow.
Again, we have a Sunday restart that will be starting at noon. Oh, and Ash saying, family plans, understand 100%. And Call Me Brick 88 said, let's go, Paige. Got a couple of Paige fans in here. Oh, going back to the action.
Oh, wow.
On our screen, it looks like there's about 17 players going to the flop, I believe.
It looks like
Jared electing to be aggressive with his pocket sixes, knowing the number of players limped.
and Chris sitting with King 10 of diamonds.
Isn't feeling too great with that hand. Know that all this action behind.
And Victor with Ace King just elects to call.
If I was Ace King, I would have shipped it.
I mean, he's got 42,000. He has 20 big blinds behind, and he's got less than a pot size bet. Law's got Queen 8 of spades. And I think if she pulls the squeeze play here, knowing that there are 6 in the pot, she's just going to make the call.
She's cold calling this bet, knowing that she could potentially triple, quadruple up. I think that was her thought logic in making this, knowing that she's probably behind, but if she gets a piece of this flop,
Yeah, I completely
she's
agree.
just going to ship it.
James is going to call with the 10-7 off, and Ryan in the cutoff.
And ladies and gentlemen,
Jack 8 of hearts, folks.
is he carving up chits? Oh, it looked like he was carving up chits for a 4-bet out of the cutoff.
Okay, I know. It's like he had 2 sacks of pink chips.
A big chip count in the middle, 77,000 going to the flop.
6 ways to the flop.
I believe this is our first 6-way flop.
It is our first 6-way, and the flop comes down 2, 5, Jack.
Law's going to ship it.
Ryan's got top pair. Law's got a flush draw. I mean, she's got no choice, obviously.
She
Considering
actually has the best hand, and from an equity perspective here at 36%.
does have the best hand.
What a perfect spot for her to get her
and
chips
she
in.
moves all in. So I think only an actual hand is going to call. I think Ryan's going to call this down.
Unfortunately, there's some dead spades in there, so she's going to be drawing a little thin unless she can hit a queen on the Turner River.
or 2 running cards to make it straight.
Right. I don't recall seeing any queens hitting the muck. The action was so fast I couldn't keep up with it.
I know,
so.
right? But we got folds here. The 6s of fold.
Victor knows he's not in the good spot to
I
have
know,
a fold here.
Maybe if he had the ace king of spades, but just a solo spade.
I think if he would have shipped it pre-flop, he would have got it through and stole some of these blinds.
I agree.
But he knows he can't call here, and there's spot to an all-in and a call.
What does the kid say, YOLO?
No, y'all know better, guys. Give me some time to think.
You can have all time in the world.
And again, thank you for tuning in to the live stream here at Poker House. Have a number of viewers tuning in this evening.
Wow.
Just after 10 p.m. We're on 3 social media platforms, Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube. For those of you that are on any of those, please like, subscribe, ask to receive notifications. This is not going to be our last live stream. And cards going to be on their back.
So here it is. Law's tournament life at the stake. It's top pair for Ryan. It's a flush draw for Law. 5 on the turn.
There's
It's got to
the
be a
board.
queen or a spade. And
It looks like
the ace of diamonds. And Law has been eliminated.
such a good spot to quadruple up there, and just could not get anything going on the featured table.
Ain't no way I should have folded that. Well, I ain't have nothing after. I had nothing.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are in level 10 with the small blind being 1,000, big blind 2K, and the big blind Annie at 2K.
There it is, folks. We've got 52 players left. Remember, 13. We're going to take 13 to Championship Sunday. 13 players will make the Sunday, and when we on Sunday, we're going to play down to a winner, and that winner initially was going to get $25,000. But because the fact that we ended up doubling the guarantee, our first place winner will walk out of here with at least $40,000. And in my opinion, a trophy so nice that I think Justin Bieber might sing for it. And speaking of Sung's got the Rockets. He's got aces. And Rays is just a 4,000. Tex has 2 9s.
16,000.
And re-raises to so that this is music to Sung's ears. Tex puts the re-raise in, the 3-bet in, the 16,000 back to Sung. He's only got 44,000 left. I mean, I think honestly he's just going to take his time for you. And Sung's all in.
Correct. You raised 45,000.
Oh, excuse me, 25. He 4-bets. Oh, and Texas put them all in. Sung insta-calls, and it shows the 9s. Sung's got pocket aces. We've got a $100,000 pot. It's aces versus 9s. Oh, and he spikes an ace. He has top set.
Oh
and
my
Tex turns
goodness!
a 9.
Set versus set.
Oh.
And they both river a full house. Sung with aces full of 10s and Tex with 9s full of 10s.
Wow.
What a slight cooler here for Tex. Not even really slight cooler. I mean, Sung had the best hand, but
But the fact of the matter is, when that 9 came on the turn, and then we saw that I'm pretty sure they saw spots. They saw black spots. They thought it might have been the 9 of clubs that would. But actually, no. Tex had the 9 of clubs.
it wouldn't have been. You know why? Because the booth is so close to the featured table. That featured table would have erupted.
Yeah,
we would have known. It would have been.
we definitely
And I
would.
would have swung the door open and looked over to see what happened.
Absolutely, folks. Again, we're in level 10. blinds at 1,000, 2,000, 2,000. We've got 52 players left. Here are our chip counts.
Ryan,
13 will go to Championship Sunday.
and I just got a confirmation from Min, the tournament director here. A total of 60 players will be restarting tomorrow at noon. 60 players. And for those of you in the chat, we will immediately start streaming tomorrow, day 2, with a new feature table featuring new players from that 60-player pool. Again, for those of you that are in chat that may have bagged and tagged for tomorrow, approximately a half hour after the end of the stream, on the Poker House Dallas Facebook page, we will be posting total chip counts, table assignments, seat assignments for those of you looking for that. Back to action here. Under the gun, Trang Dang opens under the gun with Ace Queen. Ace 10, Tex Haynes electing to just flat on the button. And Victor defending the big blind with Jack Nine of Hearts. Not much on the flop. 3 of clubs, 8 of spades, 4 of spades. Check, check, check all the way around. Brings a 6 of diamonds on the turn.
Not much help there.
Trang with the best hand. Bet 6,000 into 15,000. Tex on the button calls
Going to the river.
with a queen of diamonds. I'd like to see Trang bet small here for value. I mean, obviously that queen's a scare card for Tex. She bets
Oh, that's a perfect sizing eye.
good sizing. Tex folding.
Tex folding.
I do like the sizing though. She didn't make it too bad, just slightly under half pot. Hoping to get Tex a call with ace side, knowing that in some scenarios, ace high could be good there. Thank you, Luis Rodriguez, for liking the stream.
Yes, let's give it up for Louise. Woo!
Is that our first like from the stream?
That's our. I think that is one of our first. They put in a new widget, so that way we're able to notice when people subscribe, when people like, when people share. So
Yeah, this is my first time on this side of a feature table or a poker table. Oh, Rob Haas liked the stream. Picking up.
let's give it up for Rob.
Let's see how many likes we can get in the stream and how many dings we can get here in the commentary booth. We got 2 so far, Luis Rodriguez and Mr. Is it Haas?
I think it's Mr. It's Rob Haas.
Rob Haas, thank you very much for liking the stream. Back to action.
Oh wow, and Victor's has Ace Queen.
Gonna rip it.
Jared's got King 10 of clubs.
Cards on their back.
Makes
Still
the
a coin
call.
flip.
It is Ace Queen for Victor, King 10 for Jared. Here's the flop. The flop comes 9-7 King. Gotta be
Jared
an
now
ace,
takes the
ace
lead.
and ace only, and Victor Johnson has been eliminated. Jared has won the pot, and Victor Johnson has been eliminated from the tournament.
Jared now up to 50 big blinds. Victor Johnson now eliminated.
Oh, we got another like. Robert Bob Sanchez has liked the stream. Let's give it up.
Yeah, I think Victor missed his opportunity early on when he had ace king in that
Yeah, yeah.
hand when it went 6 ways to the flop. I think
Yeah,
if
he-
he would have
he was
just ripped
priced
it
in.
at some point pre-flop, he would have taken it down. But
Well, he had 2 chances. He could have taken it down on the flop. He could have done it on the turn. Hey, Greg Stowe, thank you very much. Let's give it up for Greg.
keep it coming, chat, with the likes on the stream.
Woo.
Here we are, hand 21. On the last flight here of the Summer Jam 100K guarantee. Folds all the way to the hijack. Tex Haynes electing to open King 5 of clubs in the hijack to 5.5K.
BT.
BT,
my man.
you know I'm going to auto give you a thumbs up. So appreciate that, BT. BT Hale played on the live stream a few times over the last few days. Also sent Craig and I Taco Bell.
Yeah, we actually, if we're honest, we kind of needed that. We needed that. We needed.
I was struggling.
Oh yeah.
And yes, SH, does someone new take his spot? Yes, there will somebody be taking the 8 seat and the 9 seat, both lost spot, and the gentleman that just busted out of the tournament. At this point, I think Min, the tournament director, and they're in the background standing up, playing, messing around with the chips. He will try to rebalance the tables for the remaining players here in the tournament, down to about 50 players. So yes, we will have a full feature table at some point in the next few minutes.
48 players left. We are 8 minutes left in this level. Action's going to be on Jared. He's got Jack 10 offsuit. He's going to lay it down. Sung Kim's got King 5. He's going to lay it down. Tex Hayes, he's got Queen 3. He's going to lay it down. Tran's got 6 high. I think she's going to lay it down. And James with King 4 in the small. And Ryan, it's going to get a walk.
That's all you.
Eight minutes left in this level 10. Currently 7-handed on the feature table. We will pick up action here on this next hand. We do have a new player. Don't know his name. Chip Campbell. I'm sure that'll be updated here soon.
200,000? 7 calls. No way. 200 people in.
Greg Stowe saying, shout out to my son Spencer, who started dealing there this week. I actually got a chance to meet Spencer earlier today. We had some technical difficulties earlier, and so we actually could not stream the last portion of Flight 1E, so kind of was hanging out just to make sure we weren't going to stream. Got to meet him in the employee break room. Nice young gentleman. Action here. Chris Leto elects to just call 2K. Ryan Ballard out of the small blind with ace queen suited, 3 bets to 7.5K. Jared Schlett in the big blind with pocket 4s, calls. A7 folds, 19K with blind versus blind going to the flop. The flop of ace of clubs, 3 of diamonds, 3 of spades. Ryan Ballard electing the continuation bet here. Jared raising to 40K with pocket 4s. Good raise there by Jared, knowing that that's typically not a flop that hits Ryan's. I wasn't sure if he 3-bet or if he opened from the small line, but either way, that's not a very good flop for his actual hand in his position that he took. Using his pocket 4s, denying equity to any overcards there and taking down the pot. And here we are with the chip counts. Now up to 8 players on this table. New player Leo Coran sitting down. Believe he's sitting in the 8 or 9 seat. Hand 24 here. Flight 1F. And again, I know we have some multiple viewers here. Want to just make this comment. Unlike a lot of rooms across the nation, we were trying to give a lot of these players an opportunity to sit at a featured table that may not get this opportunity to sit down and be able to be live streamed over the internet, giving their friends and family an opportunity to watch them. So instead of just streaming the final table, we've elected to live stream second half portion of each flight and moving players in and out of the feature table. And here we are, small blind versus big blind. Jared, ace diamonds, 2 of clubs. Sung Kim in the big blind with 2 diamonds, queen and a 7 on a flop of king of clubs. 10 of diamonds, 9 of diamonds. Sung betting, Jared calling. Turn, pairs the board with a 10 of spades. Jared again elects to check the turn. Sung going through his options here. Elects to double barrel, betting 8,000 into 20,000, just slightly under half pot. Again, Jared calling him, thinking his ace high is good here. Checking in the dark 2 streets in a row. Let's see if Sung can triple barrel. 36K in the pot. And he does. Bets 22K in a 36,000, 2/3 pot. And I don't know here with ace high, based off this board texture, if you can call with just ace high, even though your hand is best here. A lot of people don't have the ability to triple barrel bluff. Sung from Houston, Texas, where I'm from, triple barrel bluffing, and gets Jared to fold the best hand. Good triple barrel bluff by Sung, picking up 17K, even though it's a small pot, just slightly over big blinds that he's picked up. Now up to nearly 120,000K. Just under 60 big blinds. Jared's still in good shape with just over 50 big blinds. 2 of the bigger stacks here at the feature table. Three minutes left remaining in level 10. 48 players left in this last flight here at Poker House Dallas, playing down to 13 players. And again, for those of you in the chat, kind of taking the poll, do you guys like to hear table talk? I know one of my favorite players here in Dallas, Miss Dory Coyle, was on our feature table last night after she bagged and tagged. Was a favorite here in the live stream with our viewers wanting to hear the table talk. I just want to know you guys' opinions, see what you guys think. Again, we are here in a blind versus blind scenario. Sung Kim bets 4K, bets pot with a gutter to a straight, takes down the pot. Tex Haynes folds Jack 4 diamonds, knowing he can't continue with not much equity, backdoor equity, in this particular hand. And SH, thank you very much for your response. SH viewing on YouTube, thank you for tuning in. Leo Coran, the new player to the featured table, opening Queen Jack of Diamonds to 4,500. Some folds from the middle position players. Gets to the hijack. Ryan Bell with 6-9 of spades. Wanted to get a little sticky there, but opted not to. Good call. Opting to play cautiously against the new player sitting down at the featured table. Wise decision. And Chris Leto with King 7 off. Generally here in this spot, it's a defend. Can defend with King 7 offsuit. Opts not to defend his big blind. Leo takes down this pot, being new to the feature table. Just less than a minute before we hit level 11, where the blinds will increase to a small blind of 1,500, big blind of 3K, and a big blind ante of 3,000. Again, we have Terrell in the box. Been dealing our night shift here. Poker House Dallas After Dark. Getting comments throughout the evenings the past few nights, commenting on his beard game being strong. Just wanted to shout out that for him. Folds to Tex Haynes on the button with Jack 9 off. Choosing to be aggressive with Jack 9 offsuit, knowing that there's only the small blind and the big blind after him to act. Both the small blind and the big blind elect to call. Chris Leto with the ace-10 in the small blind. Leo Coran with 3-4 spades in the big blind, going 3 ways to the flop. Apparently a mystery flop. Of ace of hearts, Jack of diamonds, Queen of diamonds. Checks all the way back to the pre-flop guesser Tex, who has a piece of this board. Bet 7,500 to 22. Chris calling his bet with the aces. Now, Chris, with the 6 of diamonds on the turn, has the best hand with an ace and the ace of diamond flush draw. 5 of heart comes out on the river. Chris taking down the pot for 18,500. And in the 2 seat, we have one of our fellow Poker House employees, Mr. James. Looks like he has a little over 60K. I don't have his actual accurate. Oh, James Lee with 32 big blinds, just under 90,000, just under 100,000 with 32 big blinds. Hasn't been in too many pots since being placed at the feature table. Hopefully things will change for him in the near future. James under the gun with 9 of spades, 8 of clubs, folds. And SH saying the Cowboy getting in the mix. Seat 6, Mr. Tex Haynes. And I believe Tex trying to get the action tracker to get caught up and be accurate. Four players to the flop. The flop of ace of hearts, 4 of spades, 3 of spades. Trang in the big blind checks. Sung with the mystery cards in the hijack checks. Tex Haynes with the king of clubs. Checks. Chris being on the button, gonna bet. Bets 13,000 into 28K. Slightly under half pot. Looking to fold these marginal hands that are now left to act behind his action. Sung folds. And Tex folds. Chris using the button to his advantage, knowing and sensing weakness from all the checks from the action before him, turning his 7-6 of hearts into a bluff and taking down the pot. Eight players at this feature table, anywhere from 60 big blinds with Ryan Ballard, all the way down to a player with just a pinch over 15 big blinds. I believe we have approximately 46 players left, playing down to 13 in this last flight here of the Summer Jam 100K guarantee, where the prize pool has been more than doubled to just a pinch under $205,000. Congratulations to Poker House for putting on a very successful event.
Check a bet, C2. Check.
And we are less than an hour away from our 20-minute break, where I believe we will be racing off the 500 chips. Or the 100 chips, I'm sorry. Looks like the 100 chips are still in play. Again, blind versus blind scenario. Trang with a 10 deuce offsuit to Doyle Brunson, leading the flop with 10 deuce, and James raising her to 11K, forcing Trang to fold, taking down the pot. And Trang with the small stack here, short stack on the feature table with 14 big blinds, 42K, looking to spin it up. I guess they're going to be racing off the 100. Looks like they're racing off the 100s right now.
I'm joking. I need a small blind, I need 2 big blinds. First to act going to be 3,000.
Viewers in the chat, let us know who you're rooting for on this feature table, and we'll pass that along to them.
12,000 is a parent bet.
Ooh, and here's an action flop. Jared
Call from 5, 6, 7, 8 call.
raising 4X with ace jack offsuit, and Sung Kim with pocket kings electing just to call. James Lee folding around to him in the small blind with pocket nines.
Oh wow, this
Going
is
to
definitely
call.
this is definitely an action flop.
Ryan Ballard folding. We're going 3 ways to a flop.
Oh boy,
Hi-ya.
Jarrett's got an inside straight draw. Sung has flopped top set.
And his hand is very disguised here. Only because he just flatted Jared's under the gun open. Jared making it very big on the flop. Pre-flop for 12K 4X, the big blind. Sung Kim, I think after Jared checks, a bet small on the flop. Jared calls, now 54,000 going into the turn with a 2 of clubs. Card that doesn't change too much.
Make it 16,000 to go.
Very good sizing, just under about third of the pot. Betting for value on the turn and getting ace jack to fold from Jared. We have Miss Hannah Tobin in the YouTube live stream saying, let's go Team Haynes.
There you go.
Hashtag Team Haynes. Mr. Tex Haynes has 22 big blinds, 67,000. Only 2 players on this feature table with over 50 big blinds, Mr. Ryan Ballard and Sung Kim. It's some middling stacks. There's Mr. Karan, who is our new player to the feature table.
Button is in the 2 seat.
Hand 31 here in our live stream. Folds to Chris in middle position with ace of spades, 8 of spades. Raises to 9K, 3X a big blind.
And Trank's got pocket 6s in the cutoff.
I think this is a hand if you're going to play, you're just going to rip. And I think that she's trying to figure out what to do here. Less than 15 big blinds on a hand like this. I think you're just going to have to go with it. You're not going to get too many better spots. Oh, Mr. Mark Tuttle has liked the stream. Thank you, Mr. Tuttle, for liking the stream. And she does elect to ship it. It's a good rip with the 15 big blinds. Pretty standard in that spot, being short stacked, knowing that big blinds will be increasing significantly in the next level. Electing to take her chances here. And Ryan Ballard in the small blind announcing a call, not knowing what his hand actual holding is.
We're gonna find out.
Tough spot for Chris to be in with a suited ace, but marginal kicker.
I would probably let this go.
He's gonna let it go. We're gonna go heads up to the flop.
Tran's got 2 6s. Ryan has king, queen of diamonds. It's a race. Here's the flop. It's ace through 7. No, so far the 6s are ahead, and she turns a set.
Ryan Ballard is drawing dead on the turn, and just for good measure, Trang
Pairs the board.
pairs the board.
Makes it a full house.
6 is full of deuces. A much needed double up there from Trang. Now she shoots up the leaderboard here on the chip count stack. Had 16 big blinds. Actually, I think less than 16 big blinds. Now has 33 big blinds to play with. Has a little bit of breathing room. Doesn't
Sit-
need to push fold here at this point.
Sitting with almost 100,000 in chips.
Allison Wedding saying go Page.
Action's on text. He's got the Jack 7. He's got the 7-11 hand. Oh, wow. Oh, no. And Chris has acted out of turn. So his call is going to act.
Oh, I didn't see it. I was looking between the live chat and the table, and I totally missed that.
Well, I think Jared's going to call with the king 4, and Sung's going to get a free flop with King Jack Hearts.
No, I don't think he's. I think he's going to bet. Oh, did he check?
Yeah, it got checked around. So I mean, he just limped in. So here's the flop.
No, I think action's on him. I don't see Sung checking here. Yeah, I know Sung. I've watched him play. I've had him at some tables. There's no way when it checks and limps to him, he's going to not raise with suited Broadway cars in the big blind.
I agree.
Good takedown. 45 players left here in a level 11 with just under 18 minutes left in level 11. 8 players here left on the feature table here at Poker House Dallas.
Here is our chip counts here. Remember, 13 players will go to the final day championship Sunday, and someone's going to win. Again, folks, not only did we make our guarantee, we actually doubled it. There's over $200,000 in the prize pool. Someone's going to walk away with this with somewhere over $40,000 and a trophy that even a K-Man would appreciate.
I like that one. I like that one as well. And I talked to Min, who's one of our tournament directors here. I think they're going to try to announce the prize pool after the 20-minute break here in about 45 minutes or so. So hopefully we'll have a full breakdown on the payout for the remaining 60 players that will be bagging and tagging tomorrow. Picking up action here under the gun +1. Leo Karen opens to 8.5K. Folds all the way to the big blind. Tex Haynes, who defends his big blind.
And wow, what a flop here it's come. 3, Jack, King, all hearts. Leo has a straight draw and a nut flush draw.
Bets 8,000 to 21K.
And I think Tex has
Small size.
no choice but to fold. Leo is going to take down that pot. We got 45 players left. And not only we have 45 players left in the flight, we have 45 players left that can make it to Sunday. Registration is over. We'd like to thank all the players that took their shot. We had over 500 entries.
That's pretty spectacular. Good for them. I know talking to management and the tournament directors, they were slightly concerned whether or not they were going to hit the guarantee. And I said, guys,
I had no worries.
there's no way you're not going to hit your guarantee.
I had no worries.
I think they were worried after the first flight because there was only, like 46 players or something like that?
And I was telling them, listen, it's not going to be a problem.
Yeah, it's a Thursday at 9 a.m.
We were making bets on the guarantee the first day.
Again, for those of you in the chat, I lost a bet to my co-host, commentator, Craig Dobson. I have to take him out to dinner, and I guess I'll go ahead and throw in an appetizer and dessert. Saltgrass.
Look, it's my mind's that
I'm just kidding. That's a bet I'm okay losing. So.
Well, as I said, honestly, it's a good thing I said the over because I don't think, if I said the under, I don't think not too many people have liked me, especially if they worked there and said, you didn't think we were going to make it. I said, oh, I knew we were going to make it. That's why I went ahead and said the over. You could have said over $8 million, and I still would have said the over.
I would have taken that line. And here we are with Ryan Ballard opening. Missed the pre-flop action because we were talking about our side bet. Sorry about that, those viewers in the chat.
But we got a flop of Jack 5-4, 2 diamonds. Ryan in the hijack's going to go ahead and make the continuation bet for 27.5.
27 to the 53, half pot.
And Sung's going to fold. Ryan Ballard gonna take out another pot.
And we have a new player to the feature table, seat 9. Sure will. In a few minutes, we will get his name and his chip count. John Goodwin. I think that's the only name I don't recognize on this feature table, so I'm assuming that's
that
him.
sounds about right.
23 big blinds, 70,000. Being moved to the feature table. Now we are full ring here at this feature table. Looks like John's a little enamored with the bright lights and waking up to pocket sevens, his first hand under the gun. Let's see what he does with pocket sevens.
Not a bad hand to wake up to when you're coming right into it.
Makes it 6,000, electing just to min raise.
Going with the math teacher look. Very studious. Very studious. Very proper. Hey, I love my math.
Oh, and Ryan with queens in middle position. 3-betting to 22K. Big sizing here.
Ryan sitting with the Hilton sisters. 2 queens.
And again, I'm not a big fan of that sizing. When there's an under the gun open and you're 3-betting from middle position, you don't need to 3-bet that large unless you're definitely wanting to disincentivize the original opener from calling your 3-bet. And of course, with pocket sevens, John's going to call.
Here's the flop.
Going with 52,000 into the flop.
And the flop comes 10-4-4. So far, the queens are ahead. John might be a little comfortable with the fact there's only one over.
Bet's
to his
35,000.
But it's going to be a raise and take it for Ryan.
Big sizing there, 2/3. Could be making that size of a bet to deny equity from overcards. If that was his logic in making a 2/3 size pot bet, fine, okay there. Could have bet a little smaller there. John Goodwin getting into the action right away with pocket sevens, loses 7 big blinds in his first hand since being moved to the feature table. Now down to 16 big blinds.
And Tran picking up another pair.
Back-to-back hands.
She's got
Pocket
7.
sevens under the gun, this time for Trang.
James going to call with the king 10. Ryan lays down the double down 8-3 at 20. Jared with 10-6 is going to call. Sung in the hijack with ace-jack.
Jared calling 10-6.
And Sung with the raise to 23,000.
3 bets to 23,000.
That's a fold. Leo with 8-3. He's going to lay that down.
Gonna fold back to Sung here. I was gonna fold back to Trang.
John lays down the ace-8, and Trang, she's thinking about it with 2 sevens.
It's not a good spot to be in with the middling pair here, especially after under the gun +1 elects to cold call your open and then a 3-bet to a late position.
But James is going to go ahead and make the call with the king 10 of clubs.
I highly doubt Jared's in this hand. I mean, I could be completely wrong, but we'll see.
Here's the flop. Oh no! This is a dangerous flop. Both have flopped a pair.
Wait, how many players do we have to this flop? I'm confused.
Hey,
Hey, Jared's in this
John
flop.
is on all in.
John's definitely in this flop, and
He's moved all in.
James can't call here with action behind, even though he has
He's going to lay it
the
down.
pair and backdoor.
I think Jared's going to lay it down. Sung's going to insta-call. And it's ace-8 for John. Ace-jack for Sung. Here's the turn.
Some chop outs, needs to spike an 8. Oh, spades.
There are some chop outs. It's a 3, but no, there's not going to get there. And John Goodwin, who basically played exactly 2 hands.
Back-to-back hands and gets eliminated.
He is out.
He gone.
Thank you for playing.
Unfortunate series of events there for Mr. Goodwin. Good game. Tough feature table. Waking up to the 2 decent hands there.
What happened? He's playing two hands.
Just like both hands.
Turn that man into a spades player. 3-4 folded, 5 makes 6,000.
All right, folks, we're making just some alterations. We're here.
It's been brought to our attention the camera angle's stuck again, so trying to cycle through the camera angles. Again, Sung Kim using his big chip stack to bully the table around, put people in tough positions. The biggest chip stack here. Oh,
wow.
action flop.
What a flop. Sung and Chris have both flopped top pairs with a straight draw. Tran has flopped a flush draw, but both Sung and Chris both have a club.
That's 15,000 into 24,000. Slightly over half pot, about 60% pot. Good sizing. Oh, wait. Sung bet 3K.
Wow, this is
A raise from Chris.
This is and she makes the call. I don't see how Sung doesn't put in the raise.
No, I don't think he's. I don't think he's gonna raise here. I think he's just gonna call.
You think he's going to call? I think he's going
Yeah.
to put in the raise here. I mean, obviously, he's got top pair with a straight draw and the backdoor nut flush draw.
Yeah, he's blocking the nut flush draw, but with this action behind, I don't. That's a tough spot for Sung to be in, debating whether or not he's gonna just. Does he want to just get it in with top pair, especially after he c-bets this flop and gets a raise from Chris behind? He may just flat here. Decisions on Sung, taking his time, trying to go through his options, trying to put both Trang and Chris on what range of hands they could be making this raise and call with. And he folds the best hand. 54K to this pot. 6 of hearts, and now the turn brings a combination draw for Trang, turning bottom pair with a flush draw. She checks. Chris bets 25,000 into a pot of 54,000, just under half pot, about 45% of pot. Trang has a tough decision to make. I wouldn't blame her if she got it all in. But it's a tough spot with only one card left at the deck, needing to pair your 6, needing to pair your, pair your 8.
Well, she's gonna make the call here.
And she gets
She
there.
gets the flush on the river. I don't see how all of it. I think all of it.
I think it's gonna go check.
She's gonna.
Oh.
Try. She's all in.
Check raise all in, I believe.
Can Chris make the thin call? But
I
he's
don't-
gonna be all in anyway.
I don't think he can call,
don't
especially
think
ones that when the flush completes here.
Yeah.
What are you putting Trang on? Yeah, you have the Jack of Clubs in this spot, and you're theoretically blocking clubs, but you are only blocking clubs with the Jack of Clubs. Whatever happens, Trang's definitely going to chip up in this spot. Oh, Trang equals Paige. Let's go. Okay, I was trying to figure out who Paige was. Thank you, Call Me Brick. Well, there's a couple of viewers are saying "Let's go, Paige." I'm like, we don't have anybody named Paige on the feature table, but thanks for clarifying that.
We greatly appreciate it. Honestly, we wanted to be able, now that we can know, we can put a name with the face, and apparently, as she scoops the pot.
Puts over 100,000, I believe. 100,000. I think more than 100,000. I could be wrong. Oh, over 148K, now up to nearly 50 big blinds. Getting shout outs from the stream from Call Me Brick 88 on Twitch saying, let's go. And from Allison Wedding on Facebook saying, Paige. Exclamation point, exclamation point, exclamation point. Exclamation point, exclamation point. I think I got 5 exclamation points there in that spot.
Yeah, at least.
It's 5, right?
Yeah, 5.
5 exclamations. I made sure to read out each exclamation point. Allison.
C4 coast blind. 3,000.
Yeah, and Chris, that's a tough spot for Chris there when the flush completes on the river. Wisely folds. The way that she played the end, check call, lead, jam river when the flush completes, you just can't call there with top pair.
5, 6, 7, 8 fold. One fold.
But Chris wisely folding though.
Three. Three-handed.
Yeah, Kayla, that's a tough one. Got some Leto fans out here.
Check, check, check. Three-handed.
Going three-handed to the turn. Trying to figure out what everybody has. Jared with a flush draw, turns flush draw on a paired board. Ryan with a gutter to a straight. James Lee with a flush draw as well, but a low flush draw.
Call. River.
To the river. River's 4 of diamonds. Ryan checks. Jared's queen high is going to win this pot. If he
Doesn't need a bet. I mean, unless he thinks his queen high isn't good. And
oh wow, Ryan leads out and he's going to win this pot.
I'll tell you what, Ryan has shown over the last few days playing on the feature table a handful of times that aggression on the river, even being out of position, has worked out in his favor more often than not. Down to 43 players left here with just under 3 minutes left in the level 11. Total of 8 players here on this feature table. Just over 30 minutes before our 20-minute break. And Troy, yeah, shake it back. Let him get it back. Still plenty of chips to play with.
Absolutely.
In a good spot still.
Fold, fold. $9,500. Fold. 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 Winner. Button press. Small and big, please. Six folds. Call. Call, right? Yeah. 8 and 1 fold. $17,000 for the 2. All in from the 4. 3 seat folded. All in from the 4. 24,000. 5 seat folded. Whoa. Turn them up, gentlemen. Hey. Straight. Good bust. Yeah, right?
Sorry, folks, we had to make a few updates here in regards of the of our connection. We are back. Thank you again. We are in level 12. We're in level 12. We had a chance to get back up some energy. Get back some
Looks like
energy.
we're going to be here late into the night. Probably. I know you want to put another over under what time we get out of here. 2:30 from 2 nights ago. Just over 3 a.m. last night.
Well, let's see. It was about 3 a.m. last night.
Just a pinch over
It was
3 a.m.
2:30 the first night. I'm going to go with
245.
that's yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna.
245. So at least think about this, folks. Grab some coffee, order a pizza, have some DoorDash. We're saying at least 3.5 more hours of non-stop, bone-crushing, heart-melting action here at our feature table for the wait for it, $200,000 Summer Jam Tournament.
And here we are picking up action. Sorry for the non-commentary. The last couple of hands had to work out a few issues here in the booth again.
So I promise you, folks, it's not. We are only a few days into this. I like to think that if anything we're working very hard to make sure that as we lead into this, as we get better with this, that it gives you some enjoyable content and enjoyable stream for you to watch. As we tune in, not just for this tournament, but as we go into this every week. And that way, it gives you something enjoyable that comes into your homes or wherever you're watching on the social platform. Because, like me and Eddie, we do it for the children.
We do it for
Okay, maybe not for the children,
for the poker viewers.
for the poker viewers.
All right, we're going to pick up action here in this next hand. Just entering a new level, level 12 with a small blind, 2,000 big blind 4K, and the big blind ante 4K. 3 minutes into this level, still 8-handed on the feature table.
41 players left. We're going to play down to 13. Those 13 are going to advance to our final day, Championship Sunday, where everyone that comes back to play this final day will cash. Someone is going to win the lion's share of this $200,000 prize pool. And Jared's going to open shop here with Ace King. He's all in.
Just under 12 big blinds. Oh, Tex may get in here as well.
This is going to be tough. He's got King Queen off, and he's all in.
Not knowing he's
And
behind.
Jared, look at him in the big
Oh,
blind.
are we all-
He's all in. We've got 3 all-ins. It's
3 all-ins, right?
Yeah,
there are
3 all-ins. It's Ace King versus Ace Jack versus King Queen. Everyone, we got 2 all-in. We're gonna have a side pot, and the flop comes 7-3-10.
Ace King still in the lead.
Turn is a 7. Here's the river. It's an ace, and it's a double knockout for Jared.
Tex Haynes now eliminated.
And so is Chris Leto. Wow, it's a double elimination. They're just doing the chip count
To make sure that
verify.
you have to verify chip counts are correct. Looks like we're going to be filling at least 2 seats here on the feature table.
Oh, actually, no. It looked like Tex had everyone covered.
Okay, so he's still going to have some chips to play with.
So Tex is still in, but Chris Leto is eliminated. Jared's going to get the triple up here.
Wow, up to 131,000.
Wow, talk
Just
about
over 30 big blinds.
talk about bang, bang,
Yeah.
bang. That was all in, all in, all in, just like that. We've got 41 players left. Oh, and just like that, through the magic of, I can't say television, but through the magic of the internet,
Down to 39 players
39
left. Playing down to
players
13,
left.
need to lose 26 players. Again, when we get down to 18 players in this flight, even though we are only playing down to 13 that will bag and tag, we will do a 2-table redraw with 18 players left. SH saying no, then celebrating that Cowboy's still alive.
yes, Tex Haynes is still in. He had more chips than the other 2 players in the hand, so he's still in. And Sung looking in the cutoff at Ace King.
Gonna probably raise it here.
And
11K.
Tex is going to move it all in.
On the button for 13.
And Chris is going to move it all in with 2 4s.
Yeah. What's going on?
Wow.
Looks like-
Did they leave their cars running?
Sung's obviously going to snap call here.
I know, right? Did they leave their cars running? I'm like, is the snack bar closed? Are they trying to make the late movie?
I think they're just trying to get the action correct on the table in the action tracker. As it folds to Jarrett in the hijack, not going to be calling off here with Jack 9 off,
Jack 9,
considering
I
all this
don't think
action.
So
Sun came with a
Sung
snap call.
It's the calls.
Cards on the back.
It's Ace King. What does Tex have?
Oh! Aces
He's
on
got
the button.
aces on the button. Whatever. Here's the flop.
I think at some point.
It comes King Deuce 9. Jack on the turn.
Oh my goodness!
Oh my gosh!
And Chris spikes a 4 on the
He
river
hits a floor to make a set.
and eliminates Tex Haynes, who had pocket aces. Was in a dream spot on the button with pocket aces being short stack, having less than 4 to big blinds.
Tex was an 8.5 to 1 favorite before going
Wow.
into everything. And just like that, 4 on the river, and he has been eliminated from the tournament.
And just like that, down to 7 players now
7 players, folks. This is, wow.
on the feature table.
This is something else, folks.
Last few hands here at the feature table have been a little spicy here with some all-ins.
I mean, we're giving you some Saturday night content for you, but the players are doing it for us. Well, I mean, it goes all in, all in, all in, and then the very next hand it goes all in, all in, all in.
Like 5,000. 16 is good. 8, right? If he has 16, then he raised about like 11,000. Yes.
Again, looking to fill 1 or 2 seats here. They may just continue and elect to play 7-handed on this feature table with just 22 minutes left in this level at level 12.
It's a visual game. Yeah, sorry about that, but
It's gonna
Yeah,
fall out.
Hannah, that was brutal, especially getting.
Absolutely brutal. I mean, you're sitting there with the best situation. You're trying to get back into the tournament. You wake up with 2 aces on the button, and wow. That's what I always say. Sometimes poker is, they say 90%.
It's a sick game. It's a sick,
90%
sick game.
luck, 10% skill, and sometimes
That's a little more than that, but yeah.
and sometimes 90% luck, 10% skill.
You always hear in tournaments you got to win your flips in that scenario. That's not really a flip there.
No pun intended on the like as one regards of the Eddie flip.
Yeah. And just lost on a cooler on a river there to a river set 4s.
I don't know about that now. Well, we are down to 38 players, folks. Remember, 13 players will make the final day. They will make Championship Sunday and take a share of this $200,000 prize pool. Someone's going to walk out of here with not 25, not 30, over $40,000 and a trophy that you have to make sure you at least have to, just like your teeth, at least brush it 2 times a day.
Annie, to answer your question, I'll find that out. For some reason, I don't want to give you false information. I know it's going to be obviously the lowest level of when they bag. I think that was the first flight,
I
1A.
believe so I think it's going to start on the earliest level, but
I will let you know definitely at the break. Got about 20 minutes or so.
in the meantime, Jared's waking up with 2 aces.
See if his aces hold up this time.
Leo's going to make the call on the button with the 7-8 suited.
I guess we're 4-handed to the flop here.
And the flop reads 3 cards that say 3-9 queen rainbow. This
And
is
Trang thinks she has the best hand here, flopping top
actually,
pair.
Remember, we should call her Paige now. Obviously.
Paige, I'm sorry. And Paige having
Paige
the
has
best,
top pair.
based off the board, having the best hand with top pair marginal kicker. Obviously not knowing.
And she makes the call on the turn. 7 on the turn. Still no help. Jared
Ooh,
moves all
ships it.
in. Wow.
push forward, please, in the count.
And
I don't think based off this action you can call.
Page is
That's
asking
a
for a
big.
count.
That's
That
a
is
big bet. Over bets the pot on the turn with a 7 of clubs that doesn't change
nearly
much of the
100
dynamics of this board.
Nearly 100,000 chip on the all-in. It will cost Tran nearly 90% of her stack to make this call.
Paige thinking what kind of hand Jared could be shipping it with here.
And honestly, she seems very astute to the situation, knows that Jared has pretty much played made hands.
Yeah, that's true as well.
It's the question of whether or not she can get away with this top pair and a good kicker. Can she
She
lay
looks like
this
she's
down?
carving out chips for a call.
I know everyone's played a lot of hours. It's late.
She
in the
has
day.
Jared covered.
It does, but obviously, if she makes this,
He jams, I think,
she was all in
57K to 70K.
Oh, I take that back.
A 2/3 pot. And she
She's
called.
going to make the call. Turns over 2-8.
Sees the
turns
bad
over aces.
news.
She's going to need a queen or a jack. Here's the river. It's a 7. The aces and 7s are going to hold. And Jared is going to double up.
Tough spot for Paige to be in. Did he raise pre-flop with aces? I don't know. It was so fast that I don't remember.
I think it may have been a
Okay.
small raise, but because obviously he
Right.
did it in early late position, he may have been a small raise. But here are the chip counts here. Wow, Ryan and Sung are pretty much dead even at the top of the chip count.
Trying Paige losing a significant portion on her stack that last hand. Hey, but she spun it up once before. She can spin it up again.
Absolutely. So it doesn't take much. It doesn't take much to be able to build your molehill of a chip stack into a mountain. Again, we have the Iron Man Terrell here dealing this featured table. Jarrett under the gun with 9-6, gonna fold. Sung's got Jack. Oh, got the Eddie hand, Jack
Yeah.
6.
No, it's got to be Jack 6 suited for be the hand. It can't be offsuit. So
Oh, excuse
Yeah,
me.
Jack 6. If you're gonna play Jack 6, it's got to be suited. You can't play it offsuit.
Okay, that's fair enough. All right. And Leo's going to call with a suited one gapper, 7-5 diamonds. And James in the small is going to call. And Ryan's going to wrap the table with 6-4 of clubs. We're going 4 ways to the flop.
Everybody limping, checking their option on a board of ace of clubs, 4 of hearts, queen of diamonds.
No help to any player. Oh,
Ryan with the best
Ryan
hand
has
with
a
a
pair of three, a pair of fours.
Turn brings a 3 of hearts. Again, we've seen Ryan being aggressive, being able to take down pots.
Leo's going to fold his double gut shot.
And Chris turning a flush draw with a 3 of hearts and
And he
gets
makes
there.
the flush. And it's a good thing Leo folded. He would have made the wheel running into that flush.
That's 11,000 in the 34K.
But Ryan's going to lead out with a 411. Chris sitting there.
Chris thinking what he should do here.
I think honestly,
He's going to raise here, but it's a matter of sizing. Does he rip it?
I think honestly, you just need to maybe make a
2.5x.
raise just to be able to get the
Makes
call.
it slightly under 4x.
He
Ryan
makes it
can't call here,
40,000.
especially when a
Yeah, he's
flush
gonna lay that
completes.
down.
A 5 to the wheel gets there. Gonna fold.
Or maybe if he just min click. If he min clicked
Yeah.
it, he might have gotten paid off.
Yeah, and honestly, I think based off that run out with a wheel getting there, 5 making a wheel, and the flush getting there, any raise on the any ace on the river, I believe Ryan's folding there.
Small one, big one. You're only 2,000, buddy.
We're going to have action with Sun underneath the gun. He's got 6-3 offsuit. I think he's going to lay this down.
4 from the 5, 4 from the 7,
We've got
4 from the 8.
Chris with 10-4. He's going to lay down. Leo's going to lay down. And Trang, Paige, she's all in. She's got big slick ace king.
Shipping it with about 13 big blinds in the
Ryan's going to
cutoff.
fold off the semi-Eddie hand.
Right, there we go. And takes down the blinds. Picking up now up to 15 big blinds. About 15 minutes left in this level before we go on a 20-minute break.
I can hear them. I can hear them commentating on the hands that we've already played.
Here we go on to the next hand.
Yeah. They just said, he moves in with all four.
Chris is going to be under the gun.
Table Talk says they can hear us in the booth. Again, we right next to the feature table here. Cords not allowing us to close the door completely because still need to drop some wires in the walls. But, you know, that's why we're streaming on a 10-minute delay.
That's right. Well, that's why we wanted to be able to bring you this, to finally bring you our Poker House live stream in some retrospect. Like I said, we still have a few bugs to work out. We still have a few things we need to do. But I guarantee you, folks, we are going to do our absolute best to make sure that we bring you action-packed streams weekly from this.
I didn't know they commentate. I didn't know they were commentating.
That's the ball.
We got King 9 of clubs going to the flop against 2 5s. The flop comes down. Queen 4, 8, 2 diamonds. The 5s are still ahead. It goes check, check. The turn is the Jack of diamonds. Now, Sung has also picked up a flush draw. Jared has picked up an inside straight draw. And a set on the river.
Probably going to bet for value. Small sizing, maybe 5K, 6K.
Maybe, I'm thinking maybe like 11.
I don't think
Half
he's going to bet
pot.
that big. I mean, he's blocking diamonds as well. What is he going to? What's he going to try to call?
Okay.
Overbets the pot.
An overbet.
Make it looking like he's bluffing here.
A reverse rogue. He's trying to reverse.
And these are these spots here. You know, a lot of people, you could bet thin for value. You could overbet the pot, making it seem like you're bluffing. Hoping that Jared maybe had a queen there or a jack there.
We have about 12 minutes left in this level. Here are our chip counts. Sung with the chip lead. Ryan with a close second. James still holding on with 14 bigs.
In 12 minutes, you said? What's that? In 12 minutes.
Just over 10 minutes left in this level before we go on our 20-minute break.
And here we go. We got Jared on the button with 5-10, 5 and dime Woolworths. Sung with King 3 off in the small. He's gonna call, and Chris with the double down hand 7-4, bet 20. He's gonna check. We're gonna go to the
Nobody
flop
with much of anything pre-flop.
until the flop hits, and Jared has made 3 5s on a board that says 5, ace 5. He's made 3 5s.
I would check here. Oh, Chris electing to be the aggressor here post-flop.
With 7 high, he's gonna lead out.
Bets 8K to 16K. Jared gets to act. Just going to smooth call here. I want to see him just smooth call. Yeah, and I like the smooth call here. Doesn't need to raise here at this spot, hoping to target maybe an ace.
Oh, here
Now the turn brings in a diamond and a wheel draw.
that does bring a straight draw.
And
for
a straight
Chris.
draw. So Chris is going to check to Jared.
And he's gonna
Jared's
fire out accordingly. He makes it
21,000, 20,000.
And it's a raise to take it for Jared. Jared is at 186,000.
SH, I wish I could read that last comment
I
aloud.
agree. Thank you so much.
Thank you, though.
We greatly appreciate the support. And everybody, we greatly appreciate all of your support.
Please let us know what you guys think about our stream, and ladies, what you think about the stream, any improvements we can make.
We got 36 players left.
Audio level, things of that nature. We value your input greatly.
Hey, we got another follower.
Thank you, Mr. Phil Stumbo, for following.
Woohoo! Action's on Mr. Ballard. He's going to make it 12 to go. It's going to fold around over to Chris. He's got the hammer 7 deuce. Ain't going to let that go. Leo's got the Kojak, King Jack of diamonds. He's going to make the call. We're going to go heads up to the flop.
Could use King Jack suited out of position as a 3-bet here in this spot, just electing to defend his big blind.
Here's the flop.
At some point, the flop is going to come on the screen.
But Ryan is
I do
already-
know, yeah, Ryan does continuation bet. Okay.
Oh, yeah, that does help. Oh, wow. Oh, actually,
Wow.
wait a minute. He's
Leo
moved all in.
ships it
He's
with
moved all in.
with the nut flush draw
And
and
he
Broadway.
makes the call. Wow. It is Ryan with top pair, Leo with the nut flush draw, and inside straight draw. Lots of outs here.
Tons of outs.
Makes 7, no help.
7 of hearts, no help.
Needs a jack or and wow, and Leo has been eliminated. Ryan makes aces up on the river.
What a dream flop for Leo in that spot to get his chips in.
151,000
With a nut flush draw
chips.
and a combo draw with a nut flush draw and Broadway draw and just bricks the turn and river tough spot. Again, the rich getting richer.
Ryan Bell. Wow, he's in the last couple of hands.
Over 250,000, sitting at 264,000. Now the chip leader on this feature table with 65 big blinds. Now with just 6 players left on this feature table.
Look out, everybody! Here comes the Ballard Express.
I think if we had like a train one, that would have been good. I think you need to download that one.
I have downloaded.
Oh,
it.
got
It's
it.
just like I didn't have an auxiliary cord. And like I said, we're still trying to piece together things to make this stream as great as it can.
I think at some point maybe over this week come in, see what we can do, things to add.
We're gonna be able to add a few things. We're gonna tinker around and make this stream as good as it can be.
And with less than 10 minutes left in this level, they may add some players, but they may just play 6-handed here. Oh, just kidding. They did add a player here in the 9 seat. Again, for those of you in the chat, you're probably going to see some new fresh faces after the break. Again, wanting to get multiple players here on the feature table. Get them some exposure in a scenario, in a spot where they may not be able to play on the feature table. Giving lots of players an opportunity to play in front of the lights.
I know. Give a chance to be able to say hi, Mom.
And Michael in the big blind just sits down with Queen 10 off. Late position raise from Jared. Jared in late position, raising it 3x to 12,000.
Michael getting himself situated. Welcome to the table, sir.
Gonna defend the big blind.
Gonna make the call here.
And then Ryan, it's not Ryan. I guess Ryan's not in the hand. I guess
I think
he's folded.
He folded. And with a flop of Jack 7-5, no help to either player.
16,000 for the four. Hands up.
Jared makes a bet, and Michael folds.
Button's gonna be a dead button. Small blind, big blind.
We have a little under 6 minutes left in this level. Blinds are still 2 and 4,000 with a 4,000 big blind ante. Here are the pre-flop raise percentages. Sung Kim, obviously, he said he's played in Houston.
Yeah, from the Houston area, very solid tournament poker player. I played with him a handful of times in Houston, and super overall good player. As you've seen him having one of the bigger stacks on this feature table.
And the bigger raise percentage pre-flop.
Yep.
It's going to be on James. He's got Queen 6 of clubs. He's going to lay that down under the gun. Action's going to be on
James
Ballard.
not in too many pots.
Super pure. He's got 7-8 suited. He's going to put in a raise. He's going to make it 8,000 to go. Jared.
Min clicked it.
Oh, he's going to put in a raise.
3 bets. Middle position with
Makes it
unknown cards.
33,000.
Makes it pretty big, 4x here.
A big re-raise makes it 34,000. It gets folded around. Page with 8 deuce. Ryan's going to fold, and Jared's going to win this pot with aggression. We'll just assume.
Ace king suited? I don't know, whatever.
I'm going to say maybe
Jacks.
nines. Here's our chip count. Ryan Ballard leading away. Jared in a close second. Sung in third. We got 3 players over 200,000, and Paige still holding on with 52,000. Anything can happen, and most of the time does.
Just a few minutes left here in level 12 with the blinds at 2K, 4K with a 4K big blind ante.
Absolutely.
And when we come back from break, the blinds for level 13 will be 2,500, 5K with a 5K big blind ante.
Action's going to be unsung. He's got 7-8 suited. He's going to put in the raise.
KJ back on the feature table here today, looking for redemption, just missing out on the bubble a few days ago.
Are we sure she didn't keep these cards? I think this is the third time that Paige has woken up with pocket sixes.
She rips it for 52.
She's decided we're going with it, folks.
And I think we're going to see folds from everyone, picking up some chips,
And that's
up to about 70K,
That's
just
gonna
over
be a-
15 big blinds.
a much-needed raise and take it. We got 35 players, folks, so remember, we're going to take 13 players to our final day, Championship Sunday, the dash for the cash. All of the players that do come back Sunday will cash and get a part of our $200,000, not $100,000, $200,000 prize pool with a estimated first place of somewhere north of $40,000. And a trophy that will require you also to make a speech like at the Academy Awards.
It's a good one. I like that one also.
Thank you very much.
And again, I think after break, we will have the actual final payout, projected payouts for tomorrow. We will hopefully be announcing that after the break. And we'll be directing you, I think Andy had a question earlier about, what was his question? I know it was related to.
The blind level.
Yeah, the blind will get back. So I'll get that answer to you as well post-break. Paige all in on the button.
With ace 10,
Showing aggression. I don't think Jared can call here.
When you ask that question, you get 10 seconds.
apologies, folks. We were just doing some administrative situations. But I believe we are going to go into, this will be the last hand of this level, and we will go to break. Here are our chip counts. We got Ryan, Jared, and Sung all over 200,000 in chips.
A lot of new faces to this table.
Here we go. Action's going to be on Sung. He's got a one gap rate 6. So he's going to fold. KJ, he's got the hammer 7 deuce.
Rip it. Over 40 big blinds. Oh wait, is that KJ?
It is. No,
Yeah,
no,
we had
no.
over 40 big blinds.
Chris here with Kojak, King Jack.
20 big blinds. Gonna make it 3x.
He's going to make it 12,000 to go. It's
Showing
gonna get
some
folded
aggression.
down. Shrek's
Middle
got ace
position.
5. He's going to fold. James with Jack 3. Ryan has 9-3. I think he's going to lay it down. And Jared with a one gapper 7-5 in the big blind. He's going to lay it down.
I think that's actually a handy defender. I'll have to double check.
Gotta love those pre-flop charts, folks.
Ashley making a comment saying Paige, Sung, Michael, Vishal, stack table, let's go. It's going to be a fun restart after the break.
Absolutely, folks. I think, is this going to be the last hand? Yes, it is. This will be the last hand before the break. Action's going to be on KJ. He's got 6-3 of clubs. 6-3 of clubs. KJ's going to lay that down. Chris has got the good buddy 10-4. He's going to fold. Michael's got the hammer 7-2 and calls. Oh, he folded, excuse me. And James with ace 7, he's going to move all in. He's going to take a stand. Jared's going to fold. Sung Kim, he's got 5-3. He's got a one gapper. He's going to lay it down. James is going to do a raise and take some blinds and antes. And that is it for this level. We are at break. We are on a 20-minute break. So hold tight, folks.
Back to the
we're going to take a brief reset, have a chance for us to reset the table, prep everything after this. So sit back, go to the kitchen, grab a drink, grab a beer, get some popcorn, do what you need to do. Where we will be right back with continuing on the final flight of our Summer Jam anniversary. Sorry, folks. Our Summer Jam anniversary tournament here at Poker House Dallas.